Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Renee, and for today's video, I'm back with another makeup tutorial. It's about this navy blue smoky eye. I've been really wanting to do this kind of makeup look for a long time, so let's jump right into it. I already prepped my face and did my brows, and that's color correct because stress is really showing up. I've been doing a lot of things lately, Christmas, my sister's wedding, so I really need to color correct. And the color corrector that I'm using is the LA Girl color corrector in the shade orange. I'm just applying this under my eyes, on the side of my nose, and also on my lip area. Now I'm just topping off the excess, and to really blend it in to my skin, I'll be using a damp sponge and also to remove some of that excess product. Now it's finally time for the foundation, and the foundation that I'm using is the Huda Beauty Full Filter Foundation on the shade 300N Latte. This is actually the second time that I used this foundation. The first one was supposedly a review on this product, but sadly it didn't happen because some of the clips was missing, and I had the struggles, so it didn't happen. But the only thing that I could say about this foundation that it really does last a long time, and it looks beautiful on the skin. Very beautiful product here, you guys. For today's concealer, I'm using the Age Rewind concealer from Maybelline. This is on the shade Light. This is actually like one of my favorite concealers. I just stopped using it because I ran out, but now I'm restocking, and it just reminded me how beautiful this concealer is. For my contour, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 330 Toffee. I've been really enjoying this foundation as a contour because it's really liquidy and it's pigmented enough, and I really do like how it looks on the skin. It looks natural. The blending process is easy because it's very liquidy, and yeah, the more thicker or the more creamier the contour product is, the harder it is to blend. So I suggest you go for the liquid foundation if you're a beginner, so that it's easier. And now I'm taking this loose powder from Fenty in the shade Banana. This is like one of the best loose powder I've tried because it is the only powder that doesn't crease on the sides of my nose. The sides of my nose is like my #1 problem area. Everything that I put in there just cracks and just really moves, and I don't know what's wrong, but this powder works wonders for that area, that specific area. Now I'm just brushing off the excess powder and set the rest of my face using my Studio Fix powder on the shade NC30. Now I'm just bronzing my face using the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. Basically, I'm just using whatever it is in this palette. So the highlight, the bronzer, the blush is everything in this palette. So yeah, I'm mixing Hoola and Caramel for my nose contour, and to highlight my nose, I'll be using Cookie, and for my blush, I'll be using Gold Rush. And for my highlighter, I'm using Cookie, my favorite highlighter. And now it's finally time for the eyes. I'm just removing some of that concealer buildup on my crease. I'm just preparing my eyes for my eyeshadow. Now I'm just powdering off my eyelids using a face powder that I used earlier. And now I'm taking Come and Get It from the American Spice eyeshadow palette from Fenty. I'm just applying this on all over my eyelids. I'm going to take this a bit higher because we're going to do a dark smoky eye or a blue smoky eye. So we kind of want to have that warmer shade to peek through so that it will balance out this entire look. Now I'm taking Hennessy. I'm just applying this all over my crease, just really defining that crease area. Now I'm just really taking my time in blending and really taking my time and building this color to the intensity that I want. Every single time that I'll be using blue shadows or purples or greens on my eyes, I always have a darker base, a creamy darker base. So I'm using the Teviant eyeliner on the shade black. So I'm just applying this all over my lid area, just not taking it higher. I just want it to stop where the darker brown shade starts. With this technique, the blue shadow that I'll be applying would pop out even brighter and like even more like metallic-y, if that's even a word. And now I'm finally taking the star of the show. This is called Evil Genie. This is like one of my favorite eyeshadow shades on this palette. I've been really wanting to do this blue smoky eye for a very long time, and I figure that since this year is ending, I want to do I want to do something beautiful. Like I want to end this year with something beautiful. So now I'm just cleaning off the edges and reapplying some of that eyeshadow that I used earlier, so the darker brown shade and the warm orange shade. Now I'm just applying some black eyeliner on my waterline, and I'm also tightlining using the Teviant black liner, and this will serve as my base for that blue shadow that I used earlier. And I'll be smoking out my lower lash using the Come and Get It shade and the Hennessy shade. And now I'm just applying some black eyeliner on my waterline and really smoke out that lower lash area. Off camera, I put on some lashes, and now I'm applying a tiny coat of mascara, and the mascara that I'm using is the Benefit Bat Build Bang. And now I'm highlighting my inner corners using the American Ice shade from the same palette. Since I don't like how my brows are looking, so I redid them, and the brow pencil or the brow product that I used was the Avon brow pencil. As you can see, I'm not using the pencil itself, I'm using a brush. I cannot do brows with pencils. I just don't know how, but you know, I just don't find it comfortable. And I really love their brow pencils, by the way, guys. This is actually for my mom, so I keep snatching it in her bag because I love it so much. Now I'm setting my brows using the Dr. Fixer mascara from Etude House. This is actually a very good product for your brows. Product for your brows. It has two different types, one with a fiber and one with just the gel itself. I recommend both. And for my lips, I'll be taking Stone Lip Paint from Fenty in the shade Unbutton. And you know, I always use gloss at the end of the day, so I just applied some gloss. And the gloss that I'm using is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm in the shade Fenty. Since I felt something was really missing on the eyes, I applied some of that American Ice shade from the same palette and applied on the center of my eyelids. And as you can see, it looks much brighter and much more alive. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally done. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would really help me a lot. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I know this year was very crazy. A lot of things was going on. And I really do hope and pray that next year will be an amazing year for all of us. So yeah, bye!